Hi and welcome to a new tech stuff episode on my channel. Today I'm gonna show you a simple way how to perfectly balance any blades of RC helicopter. In my case it's a T-Rex 450L Dominator, and I'm gonna show you how I will balance the main rotor blades from this helicopter. First, let's have a look at the tools we need to balance the blades. We need a precision scale. The scale can weigh to 0.01 grams, so it's extremely exact. It's not necessary to have a scale like this, but 0.1 gram would be necessary to do a well balance from your blades. Then you need a ruler, a small piece of foam, a blade, and a scissor, and then some clear tape to balance the blades, some mask tape to mark the blade points on the ruler, and some double-sided tape just to build up the measurement tool to balance the blade. So now we're gonna build up the measurement with the ruler and the blade, and we'll see how this ends up. So this is already what we need for preparing the measurement for balancing the props. The blade is the point where we put on the blade to find out the CG of the blade. I just took this small piece of foam, cut inside the foam to place the blade. It doesn't really matter where you put the blade, where the position of the blade is on your ruler. It's just to compare the position of the two blades where they balance on the blade. The blade makes it pretty exact because it's a really thin edge. Like this we can perfectly balance. We need two steps to balance the blades. The first step will be to find out which blade is heavier and which is the lighter one. With the lighter one we have to work, so what we need to do is to get both blades in exactly the same weight and exactly the same CG. If you have these 2 points soft and they are exactly the same on both blades, you're balanced perfectly the blades from your RC helicopter. So the first measurement we do is compare the weight between the two blades. What is really important that you clean your blades from dirt to make sure that you have the right weight on your scale and you don't affect the CG of your blades, dirt on them. So here we go with the first one. We're on 2613, so we write down this 2613 grams. Then let's check the second one, and we are exactly at 26. We can do the same thing once again just to make sure that it's exactly the same. 2613, that's perfect, and the second one exactly 26. So we're sure that we have the right numbers. 2613, 26 is the lighter one. So what we have to do now is to check the CG of both blades. After we got the CG, we have to work on the lighter blade to make sure that we will work with the right blade. I just put a tiny mark with a silver marker on the heavier blade. That's the one we don't work with. Like this you cannot pick up the wrong blade to work with it. So my heavier blade is the one with a silver point, and the lighter blade is the one without silver point. Now let's start with checking the balance point, the CG of each blade. I'm gonna start with the heavier one with the silver dot on it. Now you have to just put it on the blade and check where it perfectly balances. You just have to try a little bit where it's going to balance. If you keep it flat, so that means that it falls down on both sides. If you go like this, it goes down on the left side, and if we go a little bit down on the right side, it goes down on the right side. So that doesn't look too bad. What we're gonna do now is to mark the point where the blade touches the ruler. Like this, we have the point where the lighter blade should also be, to make sure that both blades have the exact same CG. Now we have the mark where it should be. Now let's have a look at the lighter one. So we can start with the exact same CG and check if this works. And we see that it doesn't work. If I push down the blade, it goes down, but if I take away my finger, the blade goes up. So it's absolutely another CG on the lighter blade. So let's find out where this one is. And it's not a big difference, but now here we are almost. Yeah, that's not too bad. And let's have a look. If we go down on this side, it's around 1 or 1.5 millimeter away from the CG of the heavier blade. So we have to do a little correction. And how we do the correction is we take some crystal clear Scotch tape. First we have to find out how much tape we need to get exactly the same weight. And when you have found out how many tape it takes to get exactly the same weight, we have to check the position of the tape where it has to be to change the CG of the lighter blade to exactly the same point of the CG of the heavier blade. Simple way is just to take off some tape now, and let's have a look how much we need to get the same weight. Same weight means we had this 26.13 from the heavier blade, and we have to reach exactly this weight. Now I added some tape just to check out the length of the tape I need in total to get these 26.13. We have exactly the same weight now, like the heavy blade. What we have to do now is to check the length of all these pieces of tape I have put on. Then we do, I think, 3 pieces, which we put right place on the blade. So I need 13.5 centimeters of tape to get these 26.13 grams on the whole blade on the lighter one. Now I take these test pieces of tape and put them together. Now we're gonna find out where we have to put all this tape on the blade, where is the correct position to fit the CG of the heavier blade. So for this we put it down exactly at the place where the heavier blade has its CG, and then we're gonna put the tape, I think that's pretty exact, and then we're gonna put the tape on the blade and find out where it should be. With the final tape like this you cannot use it, but it's just to check the correct CG we need to have the perfect balanced blades later. First try, let's go to level, but still not okay. So we have to go further inside, to the inside of the blade, check it once again, still not okay. So we have to go way more to the inside of the blade. It's not bad, it stays down, but as you can see, if it's level, it's still a little bit off balance. Well, but not too bad. Like this, you can do it, it's not bad balance, but if you have this situation, what you can do is also put on some additional weight to the heavier one, just to change the CG of the heavier blade, and then find a CG where both blades work on, So the negative point is just that you have to put on some weight on both blades, but that's not much weight, so that doesn't really care. That should be the way you will go for identical CG on both blades. So in this situation I will do exactly this, and we will check out where we end up with perfectly same weight, perfectly same CG. So now after taping both blades, let's do the final check. So once again we have to check the weight. Both blades have to have the exact, or as good as possible, exact same weight and the same CG. So let's start with the weight. This one was the heavier blade. Let's check this first, and we're at 26.29 including the added tape. And let's have a look at the lighter one, and we are at also 26.29, so we're perfect the same weight. And now let's have a look at CG. So I also added a small piece of tape on the knife blade I use to put on the blade, just because I have to be sure to always have the same angle. When I put the blade here or here, the result is not the same. So with this mark tape, I'm able to have always exactly the same position on the knife blade with my rotor blade of the helicopter. So let's have a look. We're gonna put it down exact at the marked position. Both positions are correct. Then let's have a look at the balance, and we'll see it's not bad. It falls down on the right side, it falls down on the left side, so we're pretty good. Not absolutely perfect because it's so damn tricky to get really the absolute perfect identical balance, but it's really good. Both sides it keeps down, so that looks pretty good. And then let's have a look at the second one. Same position on the blade, on the ruler. It's pretty well balanced. Goes down on the left side, goes down on the right side. So we're pretty good. So same weight, as good as possible, same CG, and like this you will have a nice flying, almost no vibrations on your helicopter. This will work for every size of blades, every kind of helicopter. So that's all for today. If you liked the video, give me a thumb up, leave your comments below the video, share, subscribe, and as always, happy flying. Bye bye.